Hello, Turkish drama fans! If you're in the mood for some steamy romance and gripping mafia storylines, then you're in for a treat. I've put together a list of 10 captivating mafia dramas that will keep you on the edge of your seat. I've included some classic favorites as well as some hidden gems, so I hope you enjoy the recommendations, and happy watching! Halka, or The Circle, is based on a criminal organization. This series is a captivating story of betrayal, loyalty, and the struggle for identity. Cihangir Tepeli is a brave young man who does not know the fact about his past. He believes that he is the son of a big mafia leader. He works together with his so-called father and carries out legal and illegal businesses. On the other hand, Kayan Karabulat is a young man who has been raised by Humera, also without knowing his own past. He believes that Humera is his biological mother and his father was killed by unknown assailants years ago. Even though he is innocent, Khan has been in prison for 2 years due to robbery. Cihangir and Khan's lives intersect when they're forced into a game by the mafia after receiving a video clip showing the murder of Humera's husband 25 years ago. They realize they're in a dangerous game and try to identify the mastermind. While struggling to dissolve their intermingled past, Khan and Cihangir fall into the circle of love with Bahar and Majd. Bahar is a very successful cop. She is in charge of Khan's file and starts developing feelings for him. Majd, on the other hand, is the daughter of a famous criminal. She has a crush on Cihangir. Despite knowing he is engaged to another woman, Majd can't help but feel drawn to him. She is captivated by his charm, his confidence, and his mysterious aura. All 4 of them become victims of the circle and none of them can escape from it no matter how hard they try. UC Kuris, entitled as The Bad Penny in English, is a story about a gypsy crime boss, Kartal Kaka, in a Romani neighborhood with little regard for outsiders. The thrilling action of this drama begins when a mysterious killer stalking Kingarakli, a gypsy neighborhood. The killer leaves 3 pennies on each victim as his signature move, and the case is assigned to the organized crime unit. Ifa, the fearless captain, initially suspects his nemesis Kartal, a Romani mafioso who is the neighborhood protector. Kartal is involved in nightclubs, illegal casinos, and online gambling sites. Not only does he attract the attention of the police, but also that of other mafia bosses in Istanbul. In time, F realizes that Kartal can't be the killer. Out of pure coincidence, a series of murders forces these 2 conflicting individuals to team up and collaborate in order to catch the real killer. During their mission, the 2 guys find themselves caught up in their feelings for 2 fierce women. Kartal ends up in a complicated romance with Bahar, the daughter of one of his biggest rivals, making love a real challenge for him. Meanwhile, Ifa also falls in love with Layla, Kartal's sister, who comes from a gypsy background, a community he had underestimated before. Both of them share a stubborn nature, leading them to be consumed by a fiery passion of love. So, will Ifa and Kartal manage to work successfully and find the serial killer? Well guys, get ready for some thrilling fun as we uncover the answer in this sensational drama. Ramo is a Turkish crime romance series that revolves around 2 families, the Kokovali and the Bozok, who have been at odds for generations. The tension between the families escalates as Ramo, a member of the Kokovali family, falls in love with Sibel, the daughter of his rival, the Bozok family. Their forbidden love only serves to intensify the feud between the 2 families. As their relationship deepens, they must navigate the dangerous and complex world of crime and betrayal that surrounds them, leading to a series of dramatic events and power struggles. Apart from the lead couple, Fados and Nico's love-hate dynamic brings an additional level of drama and tension to the story, as their relationship is filled with passion, intensity, and conflict. At times, Fados and Nico's chemistry is undeniable, drawing them together in a whirlwind of emotions and desire. They share a deep connection that transcends their differences and challenges, making their bond both volatile and irresistible. Çukur, or the Pit, located in Istanbul, is under the control of a strong gangster family that has its own rules. One of these rules is the prohibition of drugs. No drugs are produced, used, or sold in Çukur. But the groups that are new to the game try to break the ban and push the boundaries of what is allowed. Yamik, a son of this family, has no desire to be involved in the dirty family business. He falls in love with Sena, an ordinary girl, and dreams of a peaceful life with her. But when his father dies, Yamik forced to enter the family business in order to protect his family. He leaves his newlywed wife all alone, who gets a shock after not finding him anywhere. However, Sena also faces the consequences of falling in love with a mafia member without even realizing it. Sena finds herself in a tricky situation as she comes to terms with the fact that the man she loves is involved in criminal activities. As she gets more involved in the dark and dangerous world of organized crime, Sena has to decide where her loyalties truly lie. A Rizer TV series story revolves around Ali Rizer, a young taxi driver who leads a simple life with his mother, brother, and his sisters. After his father's death, Ali Rizer becomes the head of the family and starts to work hard to support his family. On the other hand, there is Holiday, a beautiful young doctor who comes from a wealthy family. Her father is a former mafia leader who has lost his passion for life since his wife died in a car crash. Rizer and Holiday's lives intersect when Holiday, trying to escape her cruel childhood friend, Barak, who had developed a serious crush on her and wouldn't take no for an answer. In a hurry, Holiday jumped into the taxi driven by Riza as she tried to get away. Barak attempted to stop her and draws her out of the car forcibly. Rizer, who is a fearless guy, has nothing to do but to intervene. He does not let his customer get injured and fights off the attacker to protect his customer. After saving Holiday from a mafia man, Ali Riz's life takes an unexpected turn. On his sister's wedding day, tragedy strikes on what should have been a joyous occasion. His dear sister is killed by the mafia gang led by Barak, seeking revenge against him. Heartbroken, Ali leaves his quiet life behind and enters the dangerous world of the mafia gangs, which is the rival of his enemies. With each passing day, Ali's resolve grows stronger, fueled by his thirst for revenge and his determination to make those who destroyed his family's life pay for their sins. While seeking revenge, he receives help and support from Holiday. She's his rock and his source of strength. With her by his side, he's got everything he needs to keep going strong. Together, they are unstoppable, a powerful team on a mission to right the wrongs done to them. In the end, they discover not just justice, but also a love that goes beyond their mutual objective, bringing them together in ways no one else could. Ayseter is a Turkish masterpiece and a pioneer in the genre for action-filled mafia crime disease in the country. With 39 well-crafted episodes, Ayseter has a tight story that is widely appreciated by global audiences and quickly became the most watched Turkish drama of all time on YouTube. The series revolves around two brothers, Sarp and Umut, who were torn apart when Umut was kidnapped by a criminal and is presumed dead. As they grow up, Sarp joins the police force and given the mission to go undercover as a spy by infiltrating a mafia syndicate run by the mafia boss, Celal Karabas. When getting further involved in Celal's world, Sarp finds himself developing deep feelings for the mafia boss's protege, who is also a talented liar, Melek. However, he realizes that the relationship could jeopardize his mission and put them both at risk. Besides Melek, Celal also has another protege named Mert, who is being groomed as a criminal and is prepared to enter the police academy and infiltrate the organized crime division as a spy. Sarp eventually discovers that Mert is his long-lost brother who in turn is embarking on his own mission for Seoul. As the two brothers find themselves on opposite sides of the law, their paths inevitably cross as they both become entangled in a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Sarp is driven by his need for justice and revenge, while Yumut is torn between his loyalty to the mafia and his love for his brother. Edim Farah is a Turkish mafia romance series which follows the story of Farah, a 28-year-old Iranian woman who lives in Istanbul illegally for 6 years with her 6-year-old son, who suffers from a rare and deadly disease. Despite having a medical education, Farah works illegally as a cleaner to provide for herself and her son. Farah's life takes a sudden turn for the worse when she witnesses a murder committed by the son of a dangerous mafia boss in Turkey. As an eyewitness to the crime, the mafia wants her dead, and this task is given to Tahir, a member of the mafia gang who is fearless yet isolated, having been raised by the mafia boss. Even though Farah manages to escape from the hands of Tahir, he finds her house easily the next day. For the first time in his life, Tahir faces a tough choice where he has to decide the fate of an innocent woman and a child. He leaves Farah alone on the condition that she will keep silent and forget this murder case. But things get even more difficult for Farah when it turns out that the victim was a cop. Despite the fear and pressure from the police, Farah knows that she must keep Tahir's secret safe in order to protect herself. As they spend more time together, Tahir and Farah begin to develop a deep connection that goes beyond friendship. Their shared experiences and the trust they have in each other create a bond that neither of them can ignore. Kuzgun is a mafia-style crime drama that tells the story of the Bilgin and Sabesi families. Rifat Bilgin and Yusuf Sabesi are police officers and partners whose families are inseparable. Their children, Kuzgun Sabesi and Dila Bilgin, are childhood sweethearts who also grew up together. Kuzgun is an 8-year-old boy who has a happy life together with his parents, brother, and sister. However, everything changes when his father, Yusuf, refuses a bribe from a drug lord, while his best friend, Rifat, who is also Dila's father, accepts the offer and betrays his partner by framing him. As a result, Rifat becomes the drug dealer's right-hand man while Kuzgun's father is put into prison and passes away shortly after. Kuzgun's peaceful life comes to an end when the mafia breaks into their house in search of evidence against the drug lord. In a heartbreaking moment, his mother is forced to choose between her children. She ultimately sacrifices Kuzgun, a choice that will haunt her for the next 20 years and beyond. 20 years later, Kuzgun becomes an adult who is burning up with the desire to seek revenge on those who are responsible for his father's death. He makes a perfect plan to infiltrate the gang of Rifat and then become the most powerful man in Istanbul. In order to reach his goal, he manipulates his childhood friend and Rifat's daughter, Dila, a stunning young woman who always feels regret after Kuzgun disappears and never forgives herself for betraying her childhood love. So, will Dila betray her family to redeem her guilt to Kuzgun, the person she loves the most? Or will Kuzgun abandon his revenge and find a way to live peacefully with Dila? And will their love be strong enough to withstand the challenges they face? Well, guys, I'm pretty sure you are going to be obsessed with this drama. It's incredibly touching and will definitely draw you in right away. Guys, trust me, you won't regret it. I'm struggling to decide who deserves first and second place in the ranking of the best mafia romantic Turkish dramas. The last two dramas I'm going to review are truly exceptional, so it's going to be tough to choose. I decided to rank this greatest drama as my second favorite since its last episode aired in early 2024. You should definitely watch it and then swing back to my channel to share your thoughts. Ailee means family in English is described as a psychological action crime drama about two interconnected dysfunctional families connected through Aslan and Devon. The series revolves around the thrilling exploits of Aslan Soykan, the charismatic head of a powerful mafia family. He is a complex and intriguing character who struggles to balance the demands of his chaotic family and a toxic, controlling mother while dealing with the intricate world of organized crime he controls. On the other hand, Devon is a young and successful psychologist. She has been raised without love due to her family's mental health struggles. Devon has a bipolar mother and a narcissistic father, while her sister suffers from borderline personality disorder, which has made things even more complicated for her. Out of pure coincidence, Devon and Aslan, who share the lead roles in the series, initially meet on an airplane, and their relationship, which starts with a fight and mutual stubbornness, quickly evolves into a different dimension. Two adults who were wounded by their families quickly found a special bond with each other. They started hanging out a lot, and before they knew it, they fell madly in love. As they continued to spend time together, they supported each other on their healing journeys, offering comfort and encouragement when needed. No matter how big the problem or how intense the disagreement, these two always find their way back to each other. But Devon and Aslan's love story faced some serious challenges when Devon found out that Aslan was a powerful mafia figure in Istanbul, which was a bit of a shock. On top of that, she had to navigate the chaos of Aslan's complicated family, especially dealing with Aslan's mother, Hülya Soykan, who was a dominant, overprotective, and dangerous woman. As a psychiatrist, Devon understood that she would be in a power struggle with Hülya Soykan, who would stop at nothing to keep her son all to herself. Well, just for your information, Ailee has been bought by more than 70 foreign countries. That's gotta be a good sign, right? I think it's definitely worth adding to your watch list. The story is so compelling. You're going to love it. Black and White Love is a must-watch Turkish mafia romance series for all fans of Turkish dramas. It's the greatest Turkish drama I've ever seen. I could rewatch it over and over again, 1,000 times. The series follows the tumultuous love story between Asli and Ferhat. Asli is a young doctor who wishes to serve humanity. She treats her patients with kindness. On the other hand, Ferhat is a ruthless and powerful mafia leader. He is a cold-blooded hitman with a traumatic past, and he works for his criminal uncle, Namik. One day, their paths cross when Ferhat kidnaps Asli to treat one of his men. As a result of the surgery, Asli finds herself in a strange situation and ends up marrying Ferhat in order to stay alive. As they navigate their new relationship, Asli and Ferhat find that they have more in common than they ever imagined. Despite their differences, the two are drawn to each other in a passionate and intense romance. They find peace and comfort in each other's arms, forming a bond that neither can deny. Asli's love has the power to change Ferhat, bringing out his softer side and making him a better person. Despite facing challenges from rival gangs, family secrets, and betrayal, they believe that they can conquer anything as long as they are together. Alright, guys, that is the top 10 best romantic mafia Turkish dramas based on the Screen Lover's opinion. I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a comment below with your favorite mafia romance drama or any recommendations you think I might have missed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.